So yesterday I landed into Los Angeles, LAX, and rented a car in Burbank, and so now I'm here just north of Burbank, here in Little Tujunga Canyon, which I've never been before. That's one of the main reasons why I decided to come up here. So this is Camp Carl Holton, half-mile, Angel Shooting Range, a half-mile, Wildlife Way Station, 3.5 miles. So, I don't know how eventful this will be, but I think it's kind of cool just driving through the mountains and the canyons and stuff like that. And like I said, I've never seen this this part of LA before, so I thought this was pretty cool. This would be pretty cool. And I don't know if this is considered LA. It might be still a different city. You know, Burbank area. I mean, Foothill. I mean, I was on Foothill Boulevard or whatever a minute ago, but I do believe it's still LA County. Which a little thing about LA County, it's the largest county population-wise in the country. So I gotta stop right here because this guy's they're doing some maintenance, but it's like just grassy hills, and it's very, very beautiful. Just such scenic views throughout the whole state of California. And I was actually looking at some list on a website that saying where are the most scenic drives in the country, like what's the best state to drive in to see scenic views, and California was #1, and I believe them, you know, because you consider consider the desert, which, I mean, it gets pretty okay, there's Angels Forest. I don't know where. Okay, county department, shooting ranges, Angels shooting range. I'm not interested in that, but I believe it. You take a look at the desert, which, don't get me wrong, the desert gets kind of boring after you're driving through it a while, except for Death Valley. Death Valley was shockingly beautiful, but you get all the burrows and the mountains and the little hills and stuff, and but then you come out here, and then you're in the mountains, you know, and then the hills and the, you know, then you go down to the valleys. Oh, there's some horses right there. Oh, very cool. And then of course, you got the Pacific Ocean. So just a lot of different things to do. I mean, and one of my old friends mentioned once before is that you could go skiing and surfing in the same day. And that is somewhat true, you know. I mean, if you plan your day right, you definitely can. Oh, here's a cactus here. A lot of different landforms out here too in California, here in LA. So you got cactuses or cacti, I should say, and then palm trees. One thing I didn't realize about the cactus is those things could kill you if you crash into them, or if you run into them. And I mean, some of those pins are rough and pointy, and they'll stab you. I mean, it's kind of crazy. But this is a nice little cliff here. Time to do some rock climbing. So, what I wanted to do, I think it was like Indian Head or something like that. I put on Google. I just seen I just saw the road and how it was mountains and stuff like that, and just figured there's a worm farm. I don't see too many of those. And I just figured this would be cool to check out. You know, I've always wanted to. I love the scenic views here in LA, and in the I mean, here in the hills. I mean, you just go into the hills and just drive and see scenery like the whole day. And actually, you could be here you can be in LA for months and not see everything that it has to offer. You know, a lot of people say LA is overrated, and if you do it the touristy route, go the touristy route, and then you get stuck in traffic and do Uber here, and you're gonna have a miserable time. LA's easy to screw up because of how much it does have to offer, and how much how do I put it? How slow things can go if things don't go right. I guess that's the right way. I mean, the public transit. I mean, it took hours just to get my car yesterday. I mean, but once you're out of it and you know the traffic routes up in the hills, like this area, you don't see much rush hour traffic. Oh, look at that scenery! Wow, this is so cool. Loose a little bit, you know, but yeah, if you do LA right, and you gotta have experience, and you gotta do your research before you come out here, but if you do LA right, you'll have a great time, a magical time. And I'm not saying to not do the touristy things. The Walk of Fame can be a great time. Venice Beach it can be a great time. What else is Beverly Hills? I mean, I don't recommend going and spending thousands of dollars on fashion items, but Beverly Hills is very nice. But the hills are very nice, and that's something that gets overlooked for many reasons. Particularly, that's where all the rich people and all the celebrities reside, generally speaking. And so they want to keep that assumption, in my opinion, they want to keep that assumption that all the Hollywood stars are walking down the Walk of Fame, you know, or in Beverly Hills. Which, I mean, don't get me wrong, you'll see a celebrity or two in Beverly Hills, but as far as where they live up in the hills, up in the mountains, overlooking beautiful views. But this is very nice too. I mean, and what's cool about this is you have authentic Mexican culture out here too. I mean, there's a lot of here, especially up here in because I was in Burbank last night, and I was at the just hanging around. I went to the Walmart, and it's all Mexicans. It's just such a high concentration of Mexican people out here, and it's obvious because I mean, you're right on the border, but something that gets overlooked coming out here to LA. Unless you're from here. If you're from here, then I kind of sound kind of stating the obvious here. But being from Detroit, Michigan, it's a lot different. You know, because Michigan, Detroit has got pockets of its Mexican people and culture and stuff like that, but there's just not nearly as much as here in LA. And like I said, these mountains here are just I mean, these are just a small fraction of the mountains here in the LA, really, let alone the state of California. I do want to go down to it's a different range, but go up to Mulholland Drive, where that's near Calabasas and near Malibu. If you're going down towards the ocean, that'll be the Malibu beach. But I'm just enjoying the scenery here. This is so beautiful. And unfortunately, I wanted to buy a pair of shoes so I could hike. I mean, I'm not. These aren't really the best hiking shoes. These are more dress shoes. But at some point, I do want to get a pair of shoes, and so I can be in for a day of walking. But and I'll take you through the touristy areas too, like the Santa Monica Pier and the Walk of Fame and all that fun stuff. Well, it's Venice Beach. That's always a good one. But I'll be heading south to Orange County and then San Diego County, and maybe when I get back up here, I'll do a little bit more of the things that I've found to be enjoyable here in LA. This is very enjoyable, though. Honestly, this is especially this time of the day. It's about 9:30 Pacific time. It's just fun driving in these mountains and the twists and turns and just the views. And actually, I'm going to get out here just get out for a little picture here. Oh boy, this is beautiful, or what? You don't see too many of these views in Michigan unless you get up into the Keweenaw or way up north. And Porcupine Mountains, I'm sure, has its good views, but anyways, this is great though. And this is just this is California. I mean, you see views like this throughout the whole state. Sun beaming down on me, about 60 degrees here on what's today, April 6th, 2023. Feels good to warm up. I'm gonna head back to the car. You know, before I die, I want to explore as much as possible here in America and the world, but, you know, specifically America, just because that's where I'm from. But California, though, I mean, you see a lot of what America has to offer here in California, and not everything, though. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, California doesn't have it all, but it sure has a good portion of what to do here in America, what you can see. Yeah, it's twisting and turning, and this is such a cool drive too. It's such a fun drive. I wish I had like a sports car or something driving through here. Can get a little sketchy sometimes, don't get me wrong, but they have a problem with falling rocks too sometimes, but I don't know exactly where I am on the map. I mean, I know how to get back and, you know, that nature, but I don't know exactly what city I will end up in once I get through this. I might have to turn back at some point, but this is such a cool drive, though. Oh boy. Yeah, there's a million places to hike here in Los Angeles too, here in LA County, and that's something that people really don't talk about. How much hiking there is throughout LA. I was looking at a map before I came up here, and I said, now we're going. This is cool. But yeah, I was looking at a map on Google Maps, and it had all the little hiking icon throughout the whole. It's like through the whole mountains. There's like a little hiking icons on every little mountain range, you know. So definitely a good opportunities to hike. Not something you really think about when you think of LA, but there's definitely good hiking. This is a little ramp right here. You just go coming down here 70 miles an hour, just go flying. Definitely get cruising down these roads though, when you're going down in elevation, I'll tell you. I'm not even trying to drive fast either, but I'm not gonna go 15 miles an hour down these. I mean, you got to get to where you're going. You know, you got to be safe, and that's first and foremost. Be safe, but at the same time, you got to get where you're going. You know, you can't just. You got to know how to drive through here for sure. You know, and and it was funny. I was actually. When I came out to LA in 2021, I was up more towards Ventura, the city of Ventura, and I was driving like I am now, kind of, you know, twisting and turning down these mountains, you know, kind of jerking back and forth, and these people are tailgating the hell out of me. It's like I mean, I think I'm driving reckless. I mean, everyone else is. How does everyone else drive? So. But I think that's now that we're coming down the mountain, I think that pretty much sums it all up. I mean, but this is great scenic views, you know, through this area. And oh, there's a little waterfall right there. Hell yeah, that's really cool. Oh man, I don't know if I got it. I don't know if I got that on the camera, but so cool. But yeah, anyways. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe. I'm going to be doing a lot more YouTube videos, probably throughout the day, honestly. And maybe and throughout this whole month and a half trip, I'll be on here making new videos. You know, some will be more excited than others, but yeah, so that's what I'll be doing, as well as working and doing my other daily routines that I'm used to. So hit that hit that like button and subscribe if you like this video, and I'll see you on the next one.